Hello everyone, my name is Rox and welcome to the channel. We're going to talk about Tomb Raider the Definitive Edition, so let's get started. First off, let me explain this video. I recently bought the Xbox One and also the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, but what I don't own is a capture card for the Xbox One. However, I'm in the process of looking for one, so the video you are watching is from the 360 version of Tomb Raider multiplayer, and I'm going to do my best to describe without having footage from the Xbox One version, to pick out the things that I did like and things I didn't like from the Definitive Edition. I already did a review on the game itself, so if you want to check that out, I'll put a link in the description for you. I'll do my best to describe the issues, so bear with me if I don't have any video footage to show you from the Xbox One version. Have you ever heard the phrase, more is not always better? Well, I think that saying can be applied here. Now, I'm sure, as most of you already know, that the PS4 version of running at 60 frames per second has outperformed the Xbox One version, which runs at 30 frames per second. Now, you guys can search for comparison videos elsewhere because I don't have one. However, that to me doesn't really matter because it doesn't change the fact that Tomb Raider is still an amazing experience no matter what system you play it on, and that includes the 360 and PS3 versions. Yes, I'm not going to deny that seeing the game at a 60 frames would be nice, but it really doesn't matter. Would I accept the 60 frames if it was offered to me? Absolutely. But I'm not going to say that 30 frames sucks visually because it doesn't. Tomb Raider looks magnificently beautiful no matter what system you get it on. Like I said, I own it on the Xbox One and visually it is a step above the 360 version, but don't misunderstand me, it looks incredibly beautiful on the 360, but they do add a bit more to the environments and the lighting in the next gen that it does look a bit more nicer. Colors are a bit more brilliant and more particles reflect on lights and shadows. Fog density in forests and caves look so realistic, and things move independently on their own. Like the mountain pick on Lara's side, it sways on its own inertia, unlike the 360 version where it sticks to her pants. Now, this is something small, but little discoveries like this in the reboot would make me smile. The biggest change is Lara herself. She got a complete facelift, and I'm just going to come out and say it. I prefer the original Lara, and if there was a setting to let me choose that phase, she would have been my default phase. The Trey Effects hair is where everyone seems to be focused on that each strand move independently on their own. Well, that's all in good, but honestly, I prefer the original hair because Lara constantly wets her hair and she rolls in the mud. Her hair would be rock hard, and as it dried, it wouldn't be flowing like she just took a shower using high-end shampoo and conditioners to add shine and body to her hair. I mean, her outfit changes as she progresses through the game. It tears, it stretches, as Lara takes a beating, but her hair is shiny and new? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Shampoo is better. I go on first and clean the hair. Conditioner is better. I leave the hair silky and smooth. Oh, really, fool? Really? Stop looking at me, Swan.
Now, I have played through the campaign several times through the 360 version. I really like this game and I paid a lot of attention to the details and the motion capture, not only on the body animation but on Lara's face herself. I became obsessed with the details. I could tell that Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix really loved this game, and I applaud them for a job well done, and they have exceeded my expectations. So I was greatly disappointed when I noticed scars on Lara's face in the Definitive Edition. Here's a screenshot from the Definitive Edition and the 360 version of what I'm talking about. Notice Lara's cheek on the Definitive Edition. It has dirt or scars running down her face. On the 360 version, she's completely clean and smooth. How could they miss this? This defacement of Lara has killed me liking this new Lara. For those of you who own this game, load your game. Go to the extras from the main menu and then click on video. And then from there, click on the expedition video or the files. The video segment that you're looking for is where Sam interviews Lara and she says to Lara, "This is the world famous archaeologist Lara Croft." Now, I want you to pay attention to that segment to Lara's face, and for those of you who own the Definitive Editions, you'll see that scars, and those who own the last gen will notice the smooth skin. Call me anal, but this shouldn't have happened. I hope that they can somehow fix this with a patch or something. Also, it is my opinion that her expressions and emotions are captured more accurately in the original face than in the definitive edition. Her face is more animated and therefore more identifiable of what she's feeling. In the definitive edition, she looks like she got Botox shots and her brow has been frozen. That she almost doesn't show emotions. Have you guys ever seen celebrities who have gotten the shots on their face and they can't show emotions because their face muscles have been hardened because of the numbness? That's how I see the new Lara. And I don't know what it is about the definitive edition, but sometimes there is audio that is dropped. Sometimes in cutscenes, but that could also be that it's because of my settings. I don't have surround sound, so some things aren't coming through. But definitely when I find treasures and we go into the examine screen where you can rotate the item and zoom in and out of the object, Lara always goes into a commentary telling us about the historical significance of the treasure. Sometimes there is a second audio commentary by Lara if you happen to find something extra on the item. But sometimes, and so far it's happened on almost every item that I found, that the audio is dropped. So you don't get to hear Lara speak on the second part of the audio. It has to be a glitch because I don't see why they would take that out. It works just fine on the Xbox 360 version. Lara talks on both times when she has to, so I don't get it. Now let me talk very quickly about the multiplayer. It looks like my thoughts were confirmed. It is a lot easier to find games now that the DLC maps have been integrated into the game. But the matchmaking still has problems, like I get disconnected from the servers or there's lag. I saw some pretty funny stuff too, like people running in the sky, or you shoot at someone and they take no effect. So the multiplayer still needs repairs, unfortunately. When I do find a game that operates as it should, I still have fun with it though, and I still very much like the multiplayer. As far as the extras, like the comic book and art book, they were all digitally downloaded for me when I bought the game for download on the Xbox One. The comic book art is meh, and the story tells how Dr. Whitman and his crew came to be on the Endurance with Roth and Lara, a prequel to the main campaign. The art book is just a collection of storyboards and character designs. I wish I could zoom in on the art because it really does look nice where the inspiration came from. The Final Hours of Tomb Raider is a 6-part documentary that is worth checking out. The extra DLC of outfits that Lara gets are practical designs for her adventure. In other words, she's not in a bikini or a night dress, but still it would have been nice to see her in her classic outfit. This game is totally worth your time, and if you don't have deep pockets for the definitive edition, pick up the original release at $20, or if you want to get the DLC all at once, get it at $30. And if you want the graphical improvement, go big and get it now at the $60 mark. Either way, no matter what you pay for it, it'll be worth every penny. Okay everyone, thanks again for checking out my thoughts on the new definitive edition, and I hope you did find it informative. If you like what you saw and heard, please support the channel by liking and sharing the video. If you agree or disagree, leave it in the comments below, and if you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Again everyone, my name is Rox, and I'll check you out next time. Hello everyone, Rox here with a message that I want your support for this channel. Help me reach 100,000 subscribers by 2015, and we can do this by sharing my reviews, rants, and commentaries on every social media on the web. All you need to do is share, like, comment, and make sure to subscribe. It's free, fast, and easy. You guys, sincerely in advance, I want to say thank you for your support and encouragement to keep coming back, because you never know when I'll be putting something else up that you might like. Again, you guys don't forget to share the video and subscribe. My name is Rox, and I'll see you guys next time.